Welcome to Hatman Strikes Back Daily Boxing News. Now, there are rumors circulating at the minute that Anthony Joshua is now training with Jonathan Banks. So, presumably, according to the rumor, he's split up with Ben Davison. He's decided to go with Jonathan Banks for whatever reason. I've got no idea whether or not this is true, but as a hypothetical, for lack of a better way of describing it, let's say it is true, and therefore, what do I make of it? Do I think it's a good choice for AJ? Well, after the two Usyk defeats, when AJ was kind of moving around looking for a new trainer, I spoke about Jonathan Banks and James Ali Bashir as a team. I'm not sure whether they get along anymore, those two. I don't know. But at one point, of course, they were both part of Vladimir Klitschko's training team. They obviously carry the legacy of the Kronk Gym. They're used to dealing with heavyweights. Jonathan Banks, of course, himself fought at cruiserweight and heavyweight. And they understand the Vladimir Klitschko system because they were part of creating that system and maintaining that system after Manny Stewart passed away. And so I said at the time when AJ was shopping around for trainers a couple years ago that I think Jonathan Banks and James Ali Bashir would be a great fit for him because AJ, like Klitschko, doesn't have the greatest punch resistance, doesn't have the greatest stamina, and isn't the most confident in a firefight. So that team that included Banks and Ali Bashir created a system for Klitschko that allowed him to protect his weaknesses whilst maximizing his strengths. It wasn't a particularly fan-friendly approach, but it was effective. And therefore, I thought that, as I say, Banks and Ali Bashir would be a good fit for AJ. He should at least do a trial with them. That apparently didn't happen, and he went with Robert Garcia initially. Then he was with Derek James before settling with Ben Davison for a couple fights. But after the devastating knockout defeat to Daniel Dubois, is he looking elsewhere again? Is he trialing with Jonathan Banks? If so, is it a good thing? I think AJ is completely shot at this point. Therefore, it doesn't really matter who trains him now. Could I be wrong? Could AJ have more left in the tank than I'm giving him credit for? Of course. Plenty of fighters have proven me wrong in the past. But my perception is that AJ is completely washed now. And if he's completely washed, if I'm right, then as I say, it doesn't matter who trains him. A washed up fighter is a washed up fighter. No one's going to be able to do anything with him at this stage. There were some people on a live stream several months ago, or one person in particular, who said that I was wrong about Rob McCracken and that I was harsh on him and AJ shouldn't have left him. I find that to be a very curious argument considering the fact that AJ lost twice under Rob McCracken and was getting wobbled in other fights under McCracken. So clearly there were chinks in AJ's armor that were not being addressed. So I'm not sure how this narrative has come about that leaving McCracken was the wrong thing to do. He was losing when he was with him. There was someone else in the live chat on that stream who countered what that person said by instead saying that actually the issue for AJ is that he didn't leave McCracken early enough. And I agree with that. He left it far too late. Should have left him earlier on in his career. And that's how I see this move, if indeed he has made this move to Jonathan Banks. That's how I see this. Too little, too late. But let me know what you guys think about it. Can AJ and Jonathan Banks surprise us here? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm out.